Hey there, fellow film aficionados. It's time to grab your favorite snack and settle in because we are going to continue our dive into the captivating realm of cult films here on Real Talk, discussing those cinematic gems that have captured the hearts and minds of dedicated cinephiles around the globe. Now, as we know, cult films are a unique breed. They're not always the blockbusters that dominate the box office or the critically acclaimed darlings of award season. Instead, they're the underdogs, the rebels, the films that dare to defy convention and carve out their own niche in the vast landscape of cinema. And what better way to continue our exploration of cult classics than with a review of El Topo, or The Mole? This film is a true enigma, a psychedelic journey through the sun-scorched deserts of Mexico, blending elements of Western, surrealism, and spiritual allegory into a cinematic experience unlike any other. As we dive into El Topo, we'll unravel its intricate plot, dissect its mesmerizing soundtrack, explore its profound thematic elements, and shine a spotlight on the talented cast and crew behind the scenes. And of course, we'll discuss why this film has earned its rightful place in the pantheon of cult cinema. So, whether you're a seasoned cinephile or just dipping your toes into the world of cult films, join us as we dissect, analyze, and celebrate the legacy of El Topo. Welcome to Real Talk, where the reels keep rolling and the conversation never stops. All right, so I hope you got your popcorn and you're buckled up because we're going to dive right into the enigmatic and surreal landscape of El Topo. Imagine the vast sun-drenched deserts of Mexico stretching endlessly before you, where every grain of sand holds a secret and every shadow hides a mystery. Our protagonist, El Topo, portrayed by the visionary filmmaker Alejandro Jodorowsky himself, is a gunslinger like no other. With his young son by his side, he rides through the arid wasteland, a lone figure on a quest for justice and enlightenment. But what begins as a simple tale of revenge soon spirals into a mind-bending journey of self-discovery and transcendence. As El Topo traverses the unforgiving terrain, he encounters a bizarre series of otherworldly characters. From a mystical woman who guides him on his spiritual quest to a band of deformed outcasts dwelling in the depths of the earth, each encounter challenges El Topo's perception of reality and pushes him further down the rabbit hole of existential inquiry. But El Topo is more than just a Western. It's a philosophical meditation on the nature of existence itself. Themes of identity, morality, and the search for meaning permeate every frame, inviting viewers to ponder the deeper mysteries of life alongside our protagonist. And just when you think you've unraveled the film's secrets, El Topo takes a sharp turn into uncharted territory, leaving you breathless and questioning everything you thought you knew about cinema. It's an experience like no other, a fever dream of symbolism and surrealism that lingers long after the credits have rolled. So whether you're a seasoned cinephile or simply in search of something truly unique, saddle up and join us as we explore the strange and mesmerizing world of El Topo. Trust us, you won't want to miss this journey into the unknown. We'll take a quick break right here, and when we come back, we'll talk about the soundtrack of the film. So I always like to start off with a discussion of the soundtrack because I do think that it is the backbone of most films. Everything comes off of and is inspired by and run through the soundtrack. So El Topo is no different. The soundtrack of this film is like a character in its own right, weaving its way through the narrative with haunting melodies and atmospheric compositions that enhance the surreal atmosphere. One of the most striking aspects of the soundtrack is the eclectic mix of musical styles, ranging from traditional Mexican folk music to avant-garde experimentation. Composed by the director Alejandro Jodorowsky, who also stars in the film, masterfully blends these elements to create a sonic landscape that mirrors the film's visual hallucinations. At times, the music is sparse or minimalistic, echoing the vast emptiness of the desert landscapes. Other times, it's a lush and orchestral, swelling with emotion during pivotal moments of the story. But no matter the style, the soundtrack always serves to deepen the film's thematic elements and amplify the impact on us, the viewer. One standout aspect of the soundtrack is the use of chanting and vocalizations. This adds an ethereal, otherworldly quality to the film. The primal sounds evoke a sense of ancient mysticism, drawing the audience deeper into this spiritual journey that the film takes us on. Another notable element is this recurring motif of the guitar, which serves as a musical thread connecting the various scenes and themes of the film. Whether it's the twang of a lone guitar echoing across the desert, or the frenetic strumming during a tense showdown, the instrument adds this visceral dimension to the film's sounds. But the most memorable aspect, in my opinion, is the ability to evoke emotion and provoke thought after the film has ended. It's like a haunting memory or melody that lingers in the mind. The music of the film stays with you. It invites you to ponder its mysteries and meanings. So the soundtrack, it's a masterful blend of diverse styles of music and evocative sounds that enhance the film's surreal atmosphere and deepen its thematic resonance. It's a journey that mirrors the visual spectacle of the film and leaves a lasting impression on the listener. We'll take a quick break right here. When we come back, we'll talk about the thematic elements of the film. So as we go through the thematic labyrinth of El Topo, it becomes very evident that Jodorowsky crafted an experience that really transcends conventional storytelling, which we see a lot in cult films. But let's further unpack some of these layers of meaning and symbolism that are embedded within the masterpiece that is El Topo. At its core, the film grapples with this timeless quest for enlightenment and self-realization. The protagonist, El Topo, serves as a symbolic representation of humanity's journey towards spiritual awakening. His odyssey through the desert mirrors the archetypal hero's journey, fraught with trials and challenges that mirror the trials of the soul. Through El Topo's encounters with various characters and surreal scenarios, the film explores the transformative power of introspection and the search for deeper truths. One of the most striking of the thematic elements is its exploration of duality and the reconciliation of opposites. This theme is epitomized by the character of El Topo himself, who embodies both the saint and the sinner, the warrior and the sage. His dual nature reflects the inherent contradictions within the human psyche as he grapples with the conflicting impulses of violence and compassion, ego and enlightenment. Jodorowsky uses this duality to challenge viewers to confront their own inner conflicts and embrace the paradoxes of existence. Religious symbolism permeates every frame of this film, drawing on elements from Christianity, Buddhism, and even Eastern mysticism. The film's desert setting, it evokes biblical imagery of a spiritual pilgrimage and divine revelation with its eclectic cast of characters, reflecting both the diversity of these religious archetypes. From the enigmatic figure of Mara, who represents both temptation and salvation, to the mystical masters who impart cryptic wisdom on El Topo, the film weaves this religious allegory that invites viewers to contemplate the nature of faith and transcendence. Furthermore, El Topo serves as a searing critique of societal norms and oppressive structures of power that perpetuate injustice and inequality. Through its portrayal of marginalized characters, corrupt authority figures, the film exposes the hypocrisies of the social order and the plight of the marginalized. Jodorowsky's surreal and often grotesque imagery serves to underscore the absurdity of human folly and the arbitrary nature of social hierarchies, challenging viewers to question the status quo and envision a more just and equitable world. Ultimately, though, El Topo is a cinematic meditation on the human condition and the quest for meaning in a universe fraught with chaos and uncertainty. Its thematic richness invites viewers to engage with the enigmatic symbolism and profound philosophical insights, embarking on a journey of introspection and self discovery. As we unravel the film's mysteries, we're confronted with this existential questions about life, death, the nature of reality itself, leaving us with a profound sense of awe and wonder. We'll take a quick break right here. When we come back, we'll look at the cast and crew who brought this film to life. Now, like we always do here on Real Talk, let's shine a light on the remarkable cast and crew behind El Topo, whose contributions of their unique talents helped to make this cult classic a cinematic marvel. And you can't start anywhere but Alejandro Jodorowsky. He's the creative force that drives El Topo. Not only did he direct the film, but he wrote the screenplay. He portrays the title character. He's this multifaceted role in this film demonstrates his prowess both as a visionary filmmaker and even as a compelling actor. His exploration of existential themes and surreal imagery imbues the film with an unparalleled depth, captivating audiences and leaving a lasting impression on the world of cinema. Then there's Brontis Jodorowsky, Alejandro's son, who delivers a compelling performance as El Topo's son. He infused the character with this innocence and vulnerability amidst the film's surreal landscape. His portrayal adds this emotional depth to the narrative, highlighting the complexities of familial relationships within this existential journey that El Topo is on. Mara Lorenzio, she mesmerizes audiences with her portrayal of Mara, a mystical figure who guides El Topo on his spiritual quest. Lorenzio's ethereal presence and her performance contribute to the film's dreamlike atmosphere. She really blurs the lines between reality and fantasy in a very captivating fashion. Behind the camera was cinematographer Rafael Corchidi. He masterfully captures the film's surreal visuals. He uses light and shadow to help create this sense of an otherworldly mystique. His cinematography also enhances the film's dreamlike quality, transporting us as the viewer into the depths of El Topo's consciousness and the vast expanses of the desert landscape. And to toot Jodorowsky's horn one more time, it's his original soundtrack. He created the soundtrack as well that helps enrich the film's sensory experience. Again, blending those traditional Mexican music with a psychedelic rock vibe to create immersive auditory landscape for the film. These haunting melodies, the hypnotic rhymes, they underscore the film's themes of spiritual awakening and existential exploration, deepening this emotional resonance within each scene. Addition to those standout performances and the cinematography, El Topo benefits from the collaborative efforts of countless artists and technicians who contributed to this visual and auditory experience that the film is. From costume designers to makeup artists, each member of the crew played a vital role in realizing Jodorowsky's singular vision, elevating El Topo to the realm of cinematic legend. Together with the crew and the cast, El Topo crafted a transcendent cinematic experience that really defies categorization and continues to resonate. Their collective creativity and dedication have solidified this film's status as a cult classic, and it has inspired generations of filmmakers and cinephiles alike with his audacious vision and timeless themes. With that, let's take another quick break here. When we come back, we'll get into why this is considered a cult film. So as we're doing with this series, we're looking at what are cult films. So why is El Topo a cult film? First, let's talk about its director, Alejandro Jodorowsky. He's a visionary filmmaker and an artist. His unique perspective and his artistic vision are central to the film's cult appeal. El Topo serves as a testament to his unbridled creativity and a willingness to push the boundaries of traditional filmmaking. His bold exploration of surrealism, symbolism, and spirituality imbues the film with a sense of mystique and intrigue that continues to captivate us as audiences. One of the defining characteristics, though, of El Topo is the defiance of conventional storytelling. The narrative unfolds like a fever dream, blending elements of Western allegory and religious symbolism into a surreal and thought provoking journey. This unconventional approach to storytelling challenges viewers to interpret the film's meaning for themselves, contributing to its cult status as an open ended cinematic experience. El Topo is also steeped in very rich symbolism and allegory. It invites the audience to explore deeper philosophical and existential themes, from its exploration of duality and enlightenment to its commentary on violence and redemption. The film is operating on multiple levels of interpretation, resonating with those who appreciate cinema as a form of art and expression. Another aspect that contributes to the film's cult appeal is its status as a cult film par excellence. Initially released as a midnight movie and embraced by counterculture audiences, the film gained a reputation as a cinematic anomaly that defied categorization. Its underground status and limited availability only added to its allure, cultivating a sense of exclusivity among those fortunate enough to experience it. It's also revered for its stunning visuals and haunting imagery. Jodorowsky's masterful use of cinematography and mise-en-scène creates a surreal and otherworldly atmosphere that lingers long after the film has ended. From a stark desert landscape to the surreal tableaus of violence and transcendence, each frame is meticulously crafted to evoke a sense of wonder and bewilderment. And El Topo has left a mark on cinema history. It's inspired generations of filmmakers and artists. Its influences can be seen in the work of directors like those we've talked about, being David Lynch, even Quentin Tarantino and Gaspar Noé. They have all cited Jodorowsky as a major influence on their own artistic endeavors. The film's legacy as a trailblazer in avant-garde cinema ensures its continued relevance and fascinations for cinephiles and scholars alike. So El Topo stands as a testament to the power of cinema to challenge, provoke, and inspire. Its status as a cult classic is a testament to its enduring appeal and cultural significance. So whether it's viewed as a surreal Western, an allegorical journey, or a spiritual odyssey, El Topo continues to captivate audiences with its charm and visionary brilliance. With that, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some trivia. All right, so here we're going to talk about some trivia that I found that I think adds some depth to the viewing of this film. First, El Topo is often credited as one of the first films to blend the Western genre with surrealism and avant-garde elements. Director Alejandro Jodorowsky pushed the boundaries of conventional storytelling, creating this truly cinematic experience that is unique and defied categorization. This innovative approach not only captivates the audience, but it also paved the way for experimental filmmakers in the years to come. And then, despite this being a Mexican film, El Topo features a multinational cast and crew. Jodorowsky himself is of Chilean descent, and the film's production involved artists and technicians from various countries, including the United States and France. This collaborative effort adds to the film's eclectic and cosmopolitan appeal, attracting audiences from diverse cultural backgrounds. At its core, El Topo is deeply spiritual and an allegorical film, drawing inspiration from Jodorowsky's own spiritual journey and exploration of mysticism. The narrative is rich with religious symbolism and philosophical themes, inviting viewers to contemplate the nature of existence, enlightenment, and the human condition. This spiritual depth resonates with audiences and seeks a more profound cinematic experience beyond mere entertainment. And Jodorowsky's background as a visual artist and theater director greatly influenced the aesthetic of El Topo. The film is replete with striking visuals, surreal imagery, and symbolic motifs that blur the line between that reality and fantasy. Jodorowsky's bold use of color, composition, and again, that mise en scène creates a visually immersive experience that stimulates the senses and challenges conventional storytelling norms. The film was released during the tumultuous 1970s. El Topo reflected the counterculture spirit of the era. Its themes of rebellion, liberation, and self-discovery resonated with audiences disillusioned by mainstream cinema and societal norms. The film became a rallying point for the alternative communities and artistic subcultures, symbolizing a rejection of conformity and celebration of individuality. And despite its acclaim among cinephiles and intellectuals, El Topo has also courted controversy throughout its history. Its graphic depictions of violence, sexuality, and religious iconography sparked debate and censorship in some quarters. Yet these very controversies contribute to its cult status, attracting audiences drawn to its boundary-pushing content and provocative themes. And after decades of relative obscurity, El Topo experienced a resurgence of interest in the late 20th and 21st centuries, thanks to retrospectives, re-releases, and critical reappraisals. A new generation of viewers discovered the film's visionary brilliance and thematic complexity. Its status as a cult classic was reaffirmed, solidifying its place in the pantheon of cinematic masterpieces. But beyond the realm of cinema, El Topo exerted a significant influence on alternative culture and underground movements. Its ethos of artistic freedom, nonconformity, and spiritual exploration inspired generations of artists, musicians, and writers. The film's countercultural legacy continues to reverberate in contemporary art and media, demonstrating its enduring relevance. And to wrap this section up, the trivia surrounding El Topo illuminates the film's multifaceted significance as a pioneering work of art, from its innovative approach to storytelling to its profound spiritual themes and cultural impact. El Topo remains a testament to the power of cinema to challenge, provoke, and inspire. We'll take one more quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up with a summary and our rating of El Topo. So our exploration of El Topo has uncovered layers of cinematic brilliance that contribute to its cult status. With its enigmatic plot, its mesmerizing soundtrack, profound themes, and dedicated cast and crew, El Topo has cemented its place in the annals of cult cinema. The film's surreal narrative, filled with religious allegory and philosophical musings, challenges viewers to interpret its meaning, inviting repeated viewings to uncover new insights. Its unconventional storytelling and visual style push the boundaries of traditional filmmaking, appealing to those who seek unconventional and thought-provoking cinema experiences. One of the key elements that contributes to El Topo's cult status is its status as a countercultural icon. Released during a time of social upheaval and artistic experimentation, the film resonated with audiences seeking alternative forms of expression. Its themes of liberation, existentialism, and spiritual enlightenment struck a chord with countercultural movements of the era, earning it a dedicated following among those who embraced its rebellious spirit. El Topo benefited from the underground distribution and word-of-mouth promotion, cultivating a mystique around the film that only added to its allure. Its limited availability and underground status further contributed to its cult appeal, attracting cinephiles looking for hidden gems beyond the mainstream cinema. So El Topo has earned its place as a cult classic through its innovative storytelling, provocative themes, and lasting impact on alternative cinema. While not without its flaws, its audacious vision and fearless exploration of taboo subjects make it a must-watch for cinephiles seeking out-of-the-ordinary cinematic experiences. And with that, we rate El Topo an impressive 8 out of 10, recognizing its enduring legacy and cultural significance. But don't fret, our exploration of cult cinema does not end here. Join us next time as we dive into the horror genre with a review of Night of the Living Dead, another cornerstone of cult cinema that continues to terrify audiences to this day. And remember, you can always reach out to us with your thoughts, feedback, and suggestions. Drop us an email at therealrealtalk@gmail.com or connect with us on Instagram and Threads at realrealtalk. Your input is invaluable as we continue our cinematic journey together. Until next time, keep watching, keep loving, and keep those reels rolling.